Okay, Saturday, 15th of February, 2025. So, Adrian's daily vlog, sharing smart stuff men should know. Psychology Saturday. Understand yourself and others better. The joys of artistic deconstructionism, or understanding the secrets. Now, this is a very interesting little nuanced thing that I stumbled upon very recently, actually, but it's something I noticed instinctually more than a decade ago. So, more than a decade ago, I remember this conversation with the university, other student I went to university with, and we had learned a certain something. We had learned this new technology, so to speak, this new artistic method, in a sense of let's keep it simple. Let's keep it technical art. We discovered this concept, this piece of art, let's say, called normal maps, and it's a way of in a 3D game to reflect light, essentially. And when we understood what it was, we were playing this video game together. It must have been Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, something like that. It must have been. And I remember me or the person, I remember who, I remember where, but not exactly when. I'm sure he mentioned that's a normal map right there in the game. And it was, and I agreed, whatever else, and yeah, we noticed it. And I felt that it really enhanced the experience. By understanding more about how something was made, I was able to appreciate it better. While the other person here, the exact opposite, because he understood how it was made, this visual thing in front of him, he appreciated it less. He felt like the magic was gone, so to speak. Whereas I felt the magic was enhanced because I understood both the illusion in front of me and how it's made. I can appreciate both. I can appreciate the art, the actual final product, and how it's made, the process, the artistic endeavour behind it, the craft. That's interesting. Now, I don't know what was going through his mind at this moment, but that's how I viewed it. I was able to understand both the visuals on screen and behind the scenes how it was made, the process, the journey. It's that some people would look at things as they understand how it's made and the magic, so to speak, is gone. And other people would see something and know how it's made and appreciate it even more. The craft, the skill, the time, the energy, the technique, the pipeline, the process, the methodology behind making this thing, and appreciate it even more. The magic is enhanced. Whereas over here, you risk destroying the magic, the illusion, things like that. And it's that exact thing worth understanding and being aware of. Understanding in a sense of appreciating the world and the crafts and the arts and the things around us. What goes into making a book, for example, the energy, time, and the material, the ink, the glue, the stitching. That is beautiful. What goes into making these videos, this shirt, anything around plastics, books, windows, you name it, glasses, anything. The craft, the skill, the energy, materials, the process, the resources needed. That's beautiful. When you reveal the secret, the joy is reduced, some would think. Some like to keep the secrets hidden. Others enjoy and appreciate it more knowing the secrets. That's very fundamental. Very fundamental. And I would say, well, I can say anything I want, but I would say, as you understand more of the secrets, you appreciate the craft more. You become more well-rounded, become more refined. You understand how things are done, how things are made. You may appreciate things more as you learn the fundamentals behind it. Yes. Deeper appreciation for languages too. So, the more you understand, the more you appreciate. Yes. So, the other thing that happened, this exact same thing happened to me over the past few months, and it's still kind of happening, where I'm understanding the more nuances of the English language in general, but also the Spanish language and how they intersect, how they overlap, and how they differentiate things in each of their languages that the other one doesn't have. There's deeper appreciation for language because it's the exact same thing, artistic deconstructionism, but understanding the principles, the craft behind it. By knowing things in greater detail, you can appreciate things, or you may appreciate it less as it could spoil the magic, so to speak. Yet, because you can go one step further with this logic, yet, is ignorance bliss or is knowledge power? Because then you could say, when you follow this trail of thought, you could say, well, ignorance is bliss. Watching this thing on screen, oh wow, I'm mesmerized. I'm oblivious to the craft behind it. But then again, knowledge is power. I can look at that on screen and think, well, I can make that. That's easy. How did they do this? How did they do that? That's not so bad. Or I look at this and I think, well, actually, hang on, I can do this. Something similar. That's interesting. How does that work? I could do this. I could do that. Interesting. knowledge is power in this case. I'm looking at it and deconstructing it to think and then reverse engineering it to think, how could I do it? It's powerful. And this is one of those fascinating little things in life to have and understand. Because again, it makes you more rounded, makes you more refined, makes you more, there's a spark, there's a spring in your step because you understand more things about life, or understand more stuff about the world, how it works. And understanding all these things, you can be more well-rounded and refined. I'm sure I did a video about this, about being a Renaissance man, and or maybe a social chameleon as well, where I can talk about a little bit about everything. You can slot me into any kind of conversation out there. I have a meaningful conversation with different people. For example, this realization, this articulation of this concept came about when I was having a good, long discussion about photography, where I realized, or I fully articulated and internalized, that when you understand the rules, fully understand them, then you can break them creatively. You can break them creatively. That's why some of these videos, like this one, I do in low quality, not in the full HD definition, because it's artistic. Everyone does 4K and all this and all that. And I think, no, let's do lower quality, just to experiment. And in the early days of this vlog, I did some interesting experimental videos, like one where I'm in the mirror, for example, one in different rooms, one on the stairs, all kinds of unique places like that. I remember the mirror one, that was the really, really early days. That was quite unique. When you understand the rules fully, you can creatively break them. And to fully understand the rules, we need to study and understand the craft behind it. This is the exact same thing I'm doing with the Spanish language, understanding the rules, the grammar, the nuances, the words, the vocabulary, the slang over here, slang over there, and also I'm doing it with literature as well, in dialogue and writing and fiction for other things as well out there in the world. That the deeper you understand the rules, because there's an appreciation and desire to learn more, the more creatively you can break them. And I'm pretty sure I did the video about this as well, understanding the rules and understanding the nuances of things in the world. I feel it, but I can't really remember. Probably have at this point. I don't remember exactly. But nonetheless, that understand this concept is out there, that some people, by revealing the secrets, the joy is lost, but other people, by revealing the secrets, the joy is enhanced. He did this magical, mysterious thing by doing X and Y and Z and A and B and C and 1, 2 and 3. Wow. So while we were looking over there, the misdirection over here. Wow. That's very, very beautiful. Understanding more of the arts and the magic behind these things. The mystery. Wow. How did that happen? The technology behind this stuff. It's beautiful. It's beautifully fascinating. And then you go one step further and say, find that thing to really focus on and really understand and appreciate. Find that thing in the world, understand and fully appreciate. That's powerful. That's powerful. For me, years ago, briefly, it was cigars. Understanding the craft, the binding, the glue, the type of the filler. And then over time, now more so, it's the language, English and Spanish language. That's powerful. Very, very powerful. But otherwise, Adrian's daily vlog, sharing smart stuff men should know. Yeah. Subscribe for more, and you will see me tomorrow.